MDBs primarily, so all MDBs, our mandate is to achieve certain developmental objectives. And the climate agenda has been so urgent that the World Bank, we ourselves, has just recently, I think the start of this year, well, maybe the end of last year, changed our own vision. So it used to be just the World Bank's vision used to be just ending poverty. Now we've also included ending poverty in a livable planet. So obviously, it's no use having, people with high incomes when the world is on fire. Now, coming back to your question, right? So because we have these development objectives, and I really, appreciate that the panelists here have spoken on the diversity of Islamic finance markets in the world. Because understandably, the OIC countries where, you expect Islamic finance to be, more prevalent, the developmental stages of these countries are really varied. So within the World Bank, we have OIC countries at the very extreme end of low-income countries, and then you have very, sophisticated countries like Saudi Arabia, high-income countries. So this, I think you mentioned, this fragmented market, right? And so when we talk about the markets, we normally talk about, the more advanced, sophisticated markets like Malaysia and the GCC countries where the investors are, right? But the need for finance is very critical in the low-income markets, because these markets are the one that needs those financing in order for them to develop, right? And then and allow them to actually contribute towards the growth of the Islamic finance market. Because otherwise, without growth of income in economic development in these low-income countries, you're not going to see, Islamic finance market growing, right? And so at the World Bank, we've been very appreciative of this collaboration in Malaysia, because Malaysia, the regulators, especially, Bank Negara and Securities Commission, they've been promoting this thought leadership, and of course the government with the Prime Minister also very keen on promoting Islamic economics and Islamic finance. We have seen the increase in demand of Islamic finance market development. So within this, these various countries. And full disclosure, I mean, most at the World Bank, for example, so most our funding and instruments that we use are conventional, including our colleagues at IFC. But we do see now countries demanding Islamic finance instruments for the program that we are funding.